What's up, everybody? This video today is about a random misfire I had with my 2020 Shelby GT500 carbon fiber track pack at the track. You're seeing the footage now. This happened last fall in October up at Road America. Road America is a track with some long straights. You're on throttle for a long time. And it was session 6 of 7 that this first popped up. It was a random misfire. Now, I had a previous video of a P0300, which was a specific cylinder misfire. Troubleshot that off and on for over the course of months. This is a 0300 random misfire. Random misfire can happen. It's just kind of the overall health of the engine. A few things can cause it. This popped up, like I said, in session 6 of 7. Lost power, check engine light, wasn't sure what was going on, came off track, went back to the paddock, talking to some of the Ford techs and the people up there. They said, well, it can be caused from a few different things. One guy said he had it one of his sessions, he went back out and it never came back, so I decided to go out and try it again. Session 7 of 7, what you're seeing here, is it was just a repeat offender. And ironically, it happened at the same point on the track. Road America, like I said, has some long straights, so you're just on throttle, really pushing the car hard. Come around a couple turns, you're right back on throttle again, and then the check engine light happened. Reached out to my tech, Kerry, down in Texas. Wasn't sure what was causing it. Kerry had some thoughts. I didn't think that it was related, but he's the Shelby Whisperer. Once I was back in Texas, made an appointment with Kerry to get the car looked at. First thing he checked was if the exhaust valves were cycling. Discovered that the passenger side wiring harness was chafed and shorted out again, rubbing on the body line. So he didn't have a passenger side harness. He depinned the harness, cut out the offending parts of the wires, put them back together, and heat shrinked them. I had a COTA weekend coming up and I needed the car functional. Next thing he did was connect with his laptop, cycled the valves, made sure that they were physically moving and not hung up. They were moving. I did clean them up later just to make sure and lube them up, but yeah, the valves themselves were moving now that they were no longer shorted. Got the car up in the air, took a look at the exhaust, and we discovered that the exhaust moved aft again. There are over-center little locking tabs. It had jumped the locking tab and slid aft. The track environment for these cars is pretty harsh. We're working them hard. Even if your exhaust does not move aft, i.e. the center connection there at the mid-pipe, the exhaust does grow. I heard the number and I forget the exact number. It's like 1 inch or 2 that it grows under heat at the track. So even if your mid-pipe isn't moving aft, the exhaust system does grow aft, if that makes sense, with heat, and can cause chafing. Next up, Mr. Kerry said, let's go for a ride, and he wanted me to get on the throttle, and he was going to command the valves closed and see what happens. All right, we just went for a test drive. Kerry's riding shotgun here. What'd you do, Kerry?
We commanded the exhaust, the muffler valves closed, the active exhaust closed.
He's got a little special laptop over there, so we're driving. He's commanding the valves closed. And
under a heavy acceleration, we duplicated a misfire with the valves closed, which leads me to believe that the excessive exhaust back pressure is creating our P0300 code.
That was his theory when I called him from Wisconsin, and I'm like, what? You know, and then it looks like he's actually correct once again. Well, that's it for the P0300 random misfire. When I have the next video up, the link's going to be here at the end of this video. It's going to be a solution that I did to finally solve this problem once and for all. This exhaust mode selection not available is a recurring common problem with these cars. There's a sharp body line that comes down in the back of this on these GT500s, and when the exhaust either slides aft or grows aft with heat or a combination thereof of two, it rubs on that exhaust harness wiring and it chafes it, causing a short. I got a solution that I did to my car. It involves a grinder. It worked. That video is going to be next. That's the link here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.